Good afternoon, everybody. This is Malcolm in the Middle with my main man, Alex, who is hailing us from all the way out in the continent of Africa. Not a country, continent, Ghana, but he's in the country of Guyana.
Aquaba, Aquaba.
Welcome, welcome. Right on, my man. How is
Yeah,
everything
Aquaba.
out there?
Everything is blessed. It's hotter than a nun's underboob out here, but it's beautiful. I got that glow, getting that vitamin C in my system. Feels great. Music is great, food is great, and people are great for the most part.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
it's such a
And
warm
it's
feeling
so
because
beautiful.
yeah, and honestly, um just a different energy out here, and what I mean by different, it's not. Um, just a life I feel such a life out here, and it's so different. Like back at home in Canada, like I have a hard time getting up in the morning and a hard time sleeping. Here, the sun would rise like about 4:35 in the morning. I'm up like a fucking peacock or what do you call it, a rooster, like literally like a rooster by like 5 in the morning, which for me is like
Yeah,
unheard of, like ready to go, like bright-eyed,
right.
bushy-tailed, and like no time to even rub
Ready
one
to
out,
rip.
that thing, like ready to go. And yeah, literally by 9:10, you're fully drained, which is so unlike me. But but mind you, I'm getting a lot more walking in here than I do back home. 'Cause back home, I drive pretty much everywhere, which there's just it's just a different vibe altogether. Yeah,
Do
different
you
vibe.
think that you could bring that vibe with you back to Canada? Is it possible to have those kind of same vibes here in Canada versus out there? Or is it just different? Or is it
Absolutely,
because
absolutely. No,
the work is different?
I mean, the weather's different, which is a big part of it, right?
Mm,
I do believe in. So, there's more people outdoors, and people, I believe, are just overall happier. And the weather does have that kind of impact. And also, it's very rare that you walk by a fellow human being that they do not greet you, which is just to me a human thing to do. It's very refreshing, in terms of like good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
right.
No, there's you have the
Politeness.
odd bit, not the odd, yeah, the politeness. Don't get me wrong. There's assholes out here too, just like anywhere else in the worrld. And
I bet
and then
there are. There must be.
and I mean, you don't really get a lot of violent crimes out here, but you get a lot of nattering, like they're I mean, especially from taxi drivers. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they're
Gossip
great
girls.
drivers.
Yeah.
What's that? Like,
Gossip
yeah,
girls.
they're great drivers. Exactly, they're great drivers, but they're also like the
Hmm.
worst drivers, right? And they're not shy about fucking flicking off, or they don't do the birds here. They just quasia, which means like idiots or stupid, or you know,
Oh
yeah, they
yeah.
just yeah, oh yeah, they're very verbal, and it's almost comical. I wish I could put on record sometimes when you're driving with, and most people drive out here or take a cab out here. And to give you an idea, a 20-minute cab ride, which is what it is from the airport to say my mother's house, is like 50 Ghana cities, which is like $4 or $5.
Oh
Okay,
wow,
whereas
that's cheap.
whereas like in Winnipeg, Canada, from my house to the airport, it's like $50 right now.
Yeah.
But that being said, gas out here is I think like 14 cents a liter, though, or something like that.
14 cents a liter?
Hmm.
That is, I don't even think I've ever
Well,
even heard or remember that.
hold up though. It's all relative to the incomes though too, right? When the
Yeah.
average
What is
Ghanaian
the
makes 500 to 1,000 Ghana cities a month, which is like $50 to $100 Canadian. 14 cents a
right?
liter is a lot of money still.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I
is a
mean?
good point. That is a good point.
Yeah, yeah.
Are there a lot of people like kind of define the classes down there? Like, is there a big,
Well,
huge disparity?
no,
Is it just like nothing
yeah.
and rich?
That is so
No,
tough. That is so tough because there's some rich motherfuckers out here. I got you. I just saw a
that's what I'm saying.
G-Wagon driving down my mother's street today. Okay,
Really?
where, and yeah, and I mean there's people with bank out here. Actually, one of my mom's good friends, who actually was best friends with my late uncle, my uncle Mike, God rest his soul. He was a nurse
Did
with
you
my
say
uncle
your
Mike out
uncle's
in
name was
London.
Lenny?
Uncle Mike
I'm sorry.
Muffet, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and he built a big shack out here and a couple big shacks and one out on the beach called Cocoa Bright out here. But his buddy
Yep.
Godwin, or Godfrey, sorry, same thing. He's got this big fancy house on a really rich area of Accra called East Lagoon, and he's just built a dialysis clinic. And
What?
so I'm trying to network with him
Really?
to introduce us to other doctors as well. Yeah, so no, there's and again because of um the lax I want to say the lax tax reporting system. There's billionaires out here, but you won't you only know by what they drive or where they live. You know what I mean, or seeing what the basically yeah. But there's people many here. It's just like anywhere else, there's people suffering or struggling. It's all relative for sure.
Yeah.
But
Wow,
um,
that's
actually, I just
impressive though.
stopped for some coconut water, and
Mhm.
there's this guy he was a sort of magician, but obviously he's not that well to do. So I bought him a coconut, and he asked for some money. I gave him some money, and but the difference is to me is even
Yeah.
the homeless here are fucking happy, are happy. Like you see it, that certain
Really?
joy within them. You know, for real, for real. Like they can still crack a
It's
smile and still crack
unreal.
laughs and joke. Not saying that the odd one can't there, but there is a difference, a clear difference in terms of just their personalities. And I mean, some of it too is you don't have to preach your balls off to you don't have to worry about a roof over your head as much as you do back home out
Mhm.
here if you're homeless, and also for that matter to eat because um, um, despite your class out here, I find people are extremely generous, extremely um, not saying people are generous in North America too, but I find some another level out here.
Really interesting. I love it. I
Hmm
love it. And then I saw that, well, when you called me, man, the nightlife, the beauty of
Oh,
just
dude.
the
Oh, no,
camaraderie.
no. Malcolm, you got to get out here to see for yourself. Like, I can't even explain it to you because for me, this is what really caught me when I first came out here in 95. And you could be, and I guess the best way to explain it to you is you could be, like, say, Kildonan Park Mall,
Yeah.
and be like, 4 or 5 blocks away from there. But you can hear the booming system that just draws you. You know what I mean? Because they got like these no, and it's like the crispest sound that for 4, 5, 6 blocks away, you can't help but dance. Like it's almost like a Pied Piper kind of type shit. And it just like draws you in and and I'm telling you, it's just entertaining. It's just yeah, the nightlife out here is just another level altogether.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, a lot of
man.
fun,
Oh,
a lot of fun. Yeah,
jeez.
no, it's
And then
and yeah,
what's
it's
oh, sorry. What were you saying?
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what city are you by? Like, is it even a city or is it a town that you're?
Yeah, it's a city. It's a city. I'm in Accra, and so it's like being in Winnipeg, right? But I'm in Accra, and like in Winnipeg, there's Transcona, there's St. James, there's St. Vital, and
Yeah,
so
different
I'm in a
communities.
sub. Yeah, you can exactly. So I'm in a suburb called Kaneshi, which is in Accra. Yeah. So a few
Okay.
years ago, I was in another area called Spintex, where my mate uncle Mike's homes are.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are those? So where you are, say for example, if you're looking at the Winnipeg comparison, like is it considered like St. Tel kind of thing, like kind of like upper middle class kind of thing, or is it like Lindenwoods where
Uh,
it's like high, or tuxedo? Where
yeah.
you at?
No. It's a mixed bag, I'd say. Yeah, because there's some Lindenwoods, there's some tuxedo homes type homes that you see here, and then there's some
Hmm.
um, St. James type homes you'd see here, type thing.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, it's a
All
mixed
right.
bag. It's a mixed bag for sure. Yeah, because these you see people building new homes in some older areas, and then there's areas like East Laguna that I talked about, East and North, like those are all brand new homes, and those are just all like basically I've got like an 800 square foot home, and these homes dwarf my homes, because they're all just so fucking massive. They're all a good 4 or 5 thousand square feet of solid
Wow.
cylinder block brick. Yeah, yeah,
How much
yeah.
is something
And
like
they
that
got
out there?
well again, here's where the price has been going up out here, but it's still relatively inexpensive compared to what it is in North America, and also even the cost to run a home and your property tax and all that kind of stuff. And so here's where if you're fortunate to make the Canadian dollar, like right now, I think about 2 years ago when I first came, the the U.S. dollar, I think for $400 U.S. dollars, I was getting about almost 9,000 change Ghana cities. And right now for 400 US dollars, I'm getting 5,006 US, roughly.
Oh, so
And
it's
so
come
the
down
dollar,
quite a bit.
yeah, yes, or the Ghanaian dollar's gone a little bit stronger because they had to change something there, but it's still, a ways from, being what it is or should be. Excuse me.
Mhm.
Um, but also, when you go to exchange, you get this wad of cash. And so, I try to do the math in my head, but it's just amazing how, because there's things here that are, I'm pretty much cabbing it everywhere, right? So that adds up. And you're doing 50 Ghana cities here, 100 Ghana cities there, And so to give you an idea, I've been here, it's going to be, I think, 2 weeks this Tuesday. Yeah, it's going to be 2 weeks this Tuesday. And I think I'm in, um, what, 2,800 Canadian.
Two
And I
weeks,
haven't bought
2,800.
anything. Canadian, I haven't bought anything, but that being said, I've been entertaining a lot though. And and eating out pretty much every day. Well, obviously, there's a grocery shop fire, there's the big box store grocery stores. And here's a fucked up thing in my mind again, when the average Ghanaian is making, 500 to 1,000 Ghana cities,
Mhm.
how can you afford to shop at these grocery stores? Because the prices there are no different than what they're back home in Canada,
What?
right? Yeah.
No.
You know what I mean?
They're like
I'm
that
not
crazy?
talking there that yeah, but that being said though too, you can go to markets and things like that and buy things inexpensively as well, right? And so so for example, I can go to stand and buy 10 coconuts for like 50 Ghana cities, which is actually hold
That's
on for a
like
second.
one.
I just gotta do my exchange here quickly. Because I think 100, hold on, for a second, 50 Ghana cities. Yeah, that's like $5 Canadian. So I can buy 10
For
coconuts
how many?
for $5, 10 for
Wow.
$5 Canadian. Okay.
That's
Yeah. And
ridiculous.
in Canada, you can get, if you can find one, it might be almost like $10 or probably a little over for one, for example.
For sure. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
That's
so,
nuts.
and so for fruits and vegetables, and don't get me wrong, like you can buy fruits and vegetables at the market like that. I mean, the other day I went to the supermarket, the big box store supermarket, called Malcolm, by the way.
No way.
Yes, there's many
Nice.
of you. I'm just here. So I'll send it to you. So Malcolm,
That's
and
awesome.
bought a thing
I
blueberries,
own
and
a
it
grocery
wasn't
chain.
and it was yeah, and it wasn't like even full blueberries, but that was like $7 Canadian.
What?
You know what I
That
mean?
is
Whereas I can get
out.
blueberries for like $5, $6 back home. So yeah, so
Yeah.
it wasn't much difference, but it is more money here, for example. And I get it, it doesn't grow here, so you got tax and all that kind of
Oh,
shit
yeah. That
factored
was
in.
I gotcha. I was gonna
Yeah,
ask that, like,
yeah.
do blueberries work? So coconuts, of course, are indigenous there. And
Yeah,
sugarcane, obviously, probably.
sugarcane, yeah, bananas,
Cocoa. What else?
oranges, apples, yeah, pretty much everything. You
Just
get
the
the whole
berries,
thing.
eh?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. You
yeah,
guys got jackfruit? You know jackfruit?
yeah. I
Is it
do know jackfruit. I don't know if I haven't seen it here. I haven't seen it. Yeah, even things like ackee, I haven't seen the ackee. It's gonna and something's important to certain regions or certain areas of the world, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
and I
Jamaica is the
checked for
only
it, like
place that I've ever seen ackee. Ever. You
Yeah,
guys must
same,
have
same.
cassava though. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, there's cassava
yeah.
here. Yeah, 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 yeah. So they use cassava to make like their fufu and things like that as well. So yeah, I mean, and there's
Really?
you can get yeah, yeah, but
And
yeah.
you guys have
Uh,
beaches, right?
oh my
You're
God, did
coastal?
they ever? Yeah, and some of the beautiful beaches I've ever seen, like just white sands and miles of it, and very scenic, extremely scenic. And actually, right now, if you Google nightclubs or check out nightclubs of organic beaches. Like they're building some beautiful clubs along the beaches, and again, same thing, just a thumping sound. Actually, the other night I went for a walk. It was kind of a rainy night though, but it was still jam packed with people and music just bumping, like just bumping. You know what I mean?
Really? Yeah.
And yeah, you just a good time is not an option. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yeah. Like I mean, you got to be a complete asshole to not have a good time. It's just almost impossible. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Just yeah. The music just moves you. It just makes you
Oh,
smile. That's all makes
you
me
feel
smile.
the
Anyways.
rhythm and it is going.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. And then you can also see from the beach actually on the Labadi. It's called Labadi Beach. From I know
Hmm.
Croagly, like there's different. You can see the from quite a distance. You can see all the big container ships because the port of Tema is one of the biggest ports in the world. And so you
Oh,
see all
really?
these gigantic ships just coming to port and leaving port and all this other kind of stuff. Yeah, it's actually kind of
That's awesome.
inspiring.
Yeah, because it must be awe-striking. Like those ships are huge. So is there like a lot of resorts on along those beaches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it
there's not as many as you would think, but it's coming. I know years ago we stayed at one of the Labadi Beach. There's
yeah.
some. Actually, I'm surprised that, but it's coming. Yeah, I think there should be more.
Is there land to buy on the along the beach and coast?
Absolutely, but it's
Oh,
going
really?
fast, put it that way. Yeah, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
because honestly, since I came last year, there's been some buildings and expansions that wasn't there last year, and
Mhm.
I'm talking some shacks, like some gorgeous beach houses. Like, damn,
Really?
really,
And is
yeah.
it like Europeans that come and check that out, or is
It's
it
it's
like,
it's a
do you
mix.
know?
It's a mix of everybody. Yeah, Europeans,
Maybe
Chinese,
those, yeah, Asians, yeah.
Americans. Yeah, a lot of Lebanese people out here.
Oh
And the
yeah,
Muslim faith.
Lebanese.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And the Muslim faith. I think they got one of the biggest mosques I've ever seen in my life out here. I
For
think there's
real,
a
eh?
video. Yeah. I think it's in this Facebook video that I actually sent. I think to you today as well. You
Oh, nice.
captured. It's just massive, just massive. Yeah,
Really?
but the Muslim faith is big out here for sure.
Nice. That is
Yeah,
unreal, dude. Oh man, I'll have
yeah,
to check that
yeah,
out again. So yeah, you said
yeah.
you
No,
sent it
no.
through Facebook. I'll check that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
re-
yeah, yeah. All right, I think I sent it to your WhatsApp, but it's a Facebook video, and it kind of it showed parts of New York and parts of Ghana, but mostly parts of Ghana, just some of the developments and all that kind of stuff. And then there's a part where it showed that mosque.
oh nice. And are you
Yeah.
guys like what hotel are you guys at? Like, is it a
Well,
kind of hotel or is it like a
well,
uh
again,
rep-
here's where they got, the $200 night hotels by the airport. Call them, and again, they're gorgeous hotels. I'm in a hotel in Kanishi, which is like about a 5-minute walk to my mom's, and which is like about $36 a night.
that's it? You
That's
said
it.
26 or 36?
36, 36, 36. Actually, last year when it came it was 330 Ghana cities a night, but now it went up to 350 Ghana cities, which is 350, sorry, 35.52 Canadian a night.
That's
So
not much.
yeah, so yeah, no, not at all. So 35.52 times 30, it's 1,065 to stay for the whole month. That's cheaper than most people's rent in North America. Except
100% it is.
it's only yeah, except it's only
100%
got
it
a
is.
fridge. Yeah, it only I mean there's not a full kitchen, but there's hotels with a full kitchen. But I ain't got time to fucking cook at home. I ain't cooking here.
Yeah, exactly. Why would you bother?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
much is
yeah.
like say restaurants and stuff like that? Is it still
Well, again, here's where it depends on where you go, right? Because here's where I mean, it's a lot like Jamaica in that way. Like there's two money systems, right? There's a two-tier money system because of the incomes, right? So, there's restaurants where you can go. For example, I ordered online. They got the Bolt, which is also a taxi service and a food ordering app as well. And I ordered a fufu and this peanut soup with this ginger fucker to die for. Fufu's like a dumpling, right? It is just
yeah?
fabulous. And so, but that was like a 143 something Ghana cities, which again isn't a ton of money.
Right.
And that was just for one, and that's just for one person. Okay. And so that 143 Ghana cities is like it's like 14.52 Canadian, $15 Canadian. Okay. Same
Oh,
thing as ordering Chinese dish from Uber or Just Eat or whatever.
yeah.
Skip it. No,
Those
I don't
service
promote those
fees, you
pricks.
gotta love that.
The service, yeah. But here's where I went to another restaurant, which more the locals go
Right.
to. All right.
Mhm.
And I ordered a meal for four people, which was actually it came to like, I think 128 or 138 Ghana cities. So, and so, and you see a lot of local people eating there. And don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, some of these restaurants that are the same piece as what we have, you get a lot of local people eating there too. But obviously, the more well-to-do local people you see doing there, the more upscale, well-to-do local people. You get
Right.
the local people that'll treat themselves just like we would as well. But here's where they have a lot of restaurants that have just as good, if not better food, where you can feed the whole family for the price of one at some other places,
Right. Yeah.
for
So
example.
that's
Yeah. And
so
then,
so
yeah.
you said
So,
you
so
fed four
you were,
people for 100 and like how much
yeah.
did it end up being Canadian then?
I fed four people for $14 Canadian. And I'm talking like a two
What?
full rice, like, yeah, like, those, what do you call styrofoam containers? The
Of course,
Chinese
yeah.
rice comes in type of thing. Actually, I think these are even a
Yeah.
little bit bigger styrofoam containers because they had two big cups of rice, I'd say, probably bigger than a cup of rice, and a salad and a quarter chicken, like the chicken thigh and leg, right? And so four of those for fourteen
You had
dollars
four of
Canadian.
those.
Four of those.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That is
Why the
that is
why the fuck
ridiculously
why
cost
why
effective.
the fuck would I bother cooking? Come on.
No, there's no way. Why? Why? That would be nuts. Wow.
You know what I mean?
That sounds
But that
impressive.
being
I love
said,
that.
that being said though, you can go to market if you have a full kitchen and spend about 500 Ghana cities, I'd say, which is
Yeah.
about $50 Canadian, and eat for the whole month.
See, that's just not even fair. That is not even fair. Like, wow. That's pretty
Right?
impressive.
Right?
Well,
And
you
and
figure
and
that
here right now, for
they grow
example,
a lot of their own stuff or what? Like, are meats
yeah, they grow a
prevalent?
lot of their own stuff, which would meat, yeah, they got a lot of good cuts of meat, a lot of great cuts of fish. Chicken, of course, is very prevalent as well.
Yeah.
Um, and then,
And
and
is
I
it
mean, here's
meat like
where I don't
here,
want to
or
share with
is
you.
it
Yeah,
because like is it cow,
well,
or is
there's
it like
obviously,
other ones
obviously,
like
yeah, well, yeah, there's cows, there's goats, there's but obviously it's a little bit different in terms of what they're fed. In terms of I think there's probably more um,
more
how
gamey?
do I put it?
Is there like
Yeah,
deer
probably more
or
game
elk?
better because probably because it's probably more natural, right? But then again, it all depends on how it's seasoned, right? And how it's
Hmm.
done.
That's
Whereas I
true.
think, how do I put it? Our North American meat is probably more, what's the word? Lab made. That
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. Test tube? Yeah, probably. Yours is
Okay.
it's more
Yeah.
organic out there. I get you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Exactly. Uh,
Do you,
right. And so,
do you guys have
so here's
like
where,
jungle and stuff? Oh, what's up? Yeah, sorry.
oh, yeah, well, no, yeah. I mean, this part, and again, the continent of Africa is fucking massive, right? And even Ghana, where I'm at, is massive. And so, yeah, there's parts where I've never been or seen. but there's parts where actually I should say that years ago we came to, and it wasn't quite the jungle, but it was some sort of a theme park, right, where you can see wild animals. I think we
Hmm.
saw like one monkey, right?
Right.
And so, um, um, I've never seen an elephant or a lion here. Actually, I don't know. Is there a zoo here? Is there a zoo? Okay, yeah, there's a zoo here I've never been to. So I need to try to make a way to the zoo to check it out because I'm there, like,
Yeah, no. Because maybe it'd be
I
like
was here till
almost
I was
like a
7 years
safari
old.
zoo. Hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Like they got a beer gardens you should check out sometimes, like a fucking gorgeous botanical garden, which I went to a few times. It's beautiful out there. It's breathtaking um, trees and if you're into greenery, which I'm
Nice.
kind of goofy about my green space. It just yeah, it's just like to be
It's
seen if you're
beautiful, eh?
about the green.
Pristine.
And I'm about the green, and I'm about the green, not just marijuana, but just like palm trees and shit like that. I love seeing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Here's to the green. Here's to the green.
There you go. Cheers to the green, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
one thing I do miss out here is I haven't quite found it. Years ago, I had weed out here, which was like the best weed I've ever had, but I haven't found that variety here since. And I don't know if I'm
Hmm.
not getting it from the right place or what it is. Not that I'm puffing a lot out here, like back home, but
Yeah,
yeah, I kind of miss my weed cookies from back home.
there you go. Man, those edibles are beautiful. Do they
And
do dispensary or is it still not the same? Like it's like illegal or
yeah, and I
underground?
did I bring you some? I didn't. It's not a big flight, but it's getting there. Just like North America, it's slowly getting there.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, yeah, there's not like weed stores or anything like that here yet, but
Yeah, but it's coming in.
it,
See, that might be a
it should
business to
come.
bring. I mean, hey,
Oh,
do they have?
without a doubt.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
they have obviously like is it private or public when it comes to liquor stores out there?
The liquor stores
Or is it more like
are
Alberta
private.
where anybody can have one? It is private.
You know, yeah, it's private. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so they can bring in whatever they want. That's pretty sweet.
yeah,
Nice. So it's a nice open market.
yeah,
See,
yeah,
lots of
yeah.
good growth there. That's nice. I
No,
like
no,
it.
for sure. And I mean, they got some unique stuff here too. Like their club beer. They used to have a star beer that I don't see as much anymore. And actually, I've been really enjoying the Guinness out here the last while. Um,
Do they have a Guinness
uh,
plant there, or do they ship
you know,
it?
you know what? I don't even know. I'll have to look it up. But um, you know, last year when I came, I actually looked into. I was looking to actually see if I can bring some Fireball out here, but it already is out here.
Yeah,
And so I started looking at stuff like, because I was kind of trying to look to see what I can bring from North America out here that might be a benefit and vice versa. And they do have some nice alcohol beverage lines that I think would do well out in North America. But I haven't had the time or chance to look into in terms of how to, get things licensed or get things approved to ship it or to get, what I mean? It's just, or even for that matter, trying to network with, like, say, a brewery out in Canada to carry some of these lines because I think they would do very well out there. And the packaging is to me next level. Like they're very eye catching and more importantly, it's great product, like very
totally.
tasty product. Yeah,
Damn.
because I'm not a big beer drinker, but I like certain like I enjoy my Coke-y, um, and I think 1849 is called. Like it's kind of more of a carbonated beer. The odd Heineken, but
They have Red Stripe out there or what?
they're no, they don't. They don't. But they again they actually don't. Or do they? Red Stripe? They have Red Stripe beer? Red Stripe? No, I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen it. But they have the club beer. I'd say it's probably the most popular. It used to be the Star. I think it was called the Star. Club is the beer here,
Oh, like the Japanese beer, like Sapporo.
which is made right here too, and you get You
Oh,
know, it's like a Japanese beer, but against made local here, and that's what everyone like. You, they never run dry. That you know what I mean. And actually, one of my
yeah.
close friends who actually helps take care of my mom here, you can offer me water, and he'll say, "What? Give me beer. Give me club. That's all he drinks." And they got their standard bottle like we do, but they also got a
Yeah,
mixture fucking like it's like two the keg size bottle, which most drink out here. And so basically, you go
that's
out there and you
funny.
buy a bottle of beer. You go to club a bottle of beer. You buy a bottle of beer like
Mhm.
that keg size bottle I'm telling you about.
Yeah.
Actually, I gotta even look how much is in there, but it's like $3 Canadian, 305 Canadian, or
What?
30 Ghana cities.
That cheap?
Yeah,
Holy
and
man,
this at
that's
the bar.
crazy.
This
Really? And that's at the
this is
bar.
at the
So
bar.
people must just get
Yeah,
lit
at
up.
the bar.
Oh man.
Well. Yeah. You can. Yeah, and
Well, I
they
mean,
do,
those things are
and
huge, dude. So I mean, what,
yeah.
two,
No, I was gonna say
three?
probably more so the like for example the locals like probably say more so. So for example, last night we went to a live band and there was six of us, right? And we all had I think at least two three drinks and order some kebab. I think a dozen kebab or so, and like gizzard and chicken kebab, and quite tasty. And that was like a 623 Ghana cities for six of us, and so $63 Canadian.
Wow, that is so just
Yeah,
man. And
six
good
six of six of
portions
us.
too. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
ridiculous. See,
yeah.
there's something wrong when like
But see, but that's a problem though for me, is because certain things are just so expensive that because usually in Canada might be one or two of us hanging out or going out, right? I
mhm,
mean, sometimes you're in a group, but um, I always seem to be in a bigger group that I would normally be back home, and
right.
and because things are a lot more affordable based on what it is back home.
Yeah.
And I think my uncle put it best. My uncle Frank, he was like, "Nephew, be careful with your money out here because you get a big stack of it, and it seems like a lot of money, and it is, but it'll go so quickly because it's like 200 Ghana cities here, 100 Ghana cities here, 20 Ghana cities, and actually, and it's so fucking true because, like I said to you, like I honestly don't even know what I spent this money on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I gave some to my mom, some to my aunt, like some, but still, it's like what the fuck? It's like,
Right. So wait,
yeah, you know what
that's
I mean?
funny.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't
I
had to
know.
touch any of my bank accounts yet, which is a good thing. But I brought out here I think like 1,700 US, which was kind of left over from Vegas trip,
Hmm.
and 4,400 Canadian cash. And so the 400 Canadian cash is gone. The 1,700 Canadian cash is gone. So that's something kind of keeping track of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and the thing too is I
And
exchanged the US
weeks.
little by little. You don't exchange it all when you first get here, right? Because the exchange rate keeps
Yeah.
going up. And so when I first got here, the US exchange was I think 13.2
Hmm.
for 100, right?
Yeah.
US dollar. And now it's like 13.9, right? And so had I exchanged it all when I first got here, not that you want to, because you have a suitcase full of money. So um, and so it just makes more sense because unfortunately their money loses value over time.
There you go. Oh, that's wild, dude.
More so than not.
It's, oh
Yeah.
man.
But yeah, no,
That it,
it's good times.
no kidding. It's a beautiful country, man. It's a beautiful country. I love it. And I'm gonna take some of those excerpts and I'm gonna put it on here. I think next week we should definitely talk about this a little bit more, just
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
I mean, I think we should make these like your the remote from Ghana. That's what this series is should be
I'm down.
because
I'm down. Yeah,
it's so
because
positive.
and
I,
this
I
one,
can't I can't dare to make us talk about like the stupid things going down here. No, this has been too good, too
yeah. Well,
good. I
no,
love it. I love it.
yeah. Keeping on a positive tip. I'm hoping to make it out to Kumasi, which is again like Flowers, like we're talking about, to meet with some of these people that are in the gold industry and the cocoa industry. as well as to, and then we're gonna go about another hour or two away from there, or 3 or 4 hours away to an area called Takwa, which is actually like my where my grandfather and I'm from, where like an Ohene, which is like a king. And so
Nice.
I think I'm gonna get that title. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you have certain duties to perform as a king, and
Yeah.
so yeah, so that should be interesting as well because I'm gonna slowly get into politics. I don't think you need to be a king to get into politics, but I think it's a start if you can do something for a certain community, which is kind of like my
Hmm.
home, hopefully thing to be able to help certain community and expand it from there.
Nice. Hey, so
Yeah.
what days will you be in those different areas?
What's
Should
that?
we maybe,
What days?
no?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's the thing. That's the thing I don't know because we're planning to leave Thursday morning early, like about 2 or 3 in the morning, to get there like for 7 or 8 to meet these people. Get that done during the day or during the business hours, and then gonna meet with that doctor out there as well regarding the RX wound thing because that doctor is a brother of another doctor who passed away for different reasons, but their family members also died just about 2 months ago from a wound that wouldn't heal. And another one had her leg cut off, Alberta, who's also helping us get our doors in. And these two girls, the one that died and the one that had their leg cut off, their mom is like my mom's best friend. They're like sisters. She owns a
Oh
catering
my.
service, and she's the one that introduced me to her daughters, obviously. Her the daughter's a realtor who I'm planning to work with when she gets back from the U.S. on a few properties over here that we're looking to sell and get into.
Mhm.
But yeah, so this wound care thing really hit home with them. So this guy I'm meeting in Kumasi, this doctor, he's 85 years old, he's retired. But when he heard about this wound care thing, he's like, I'll do whatever I need to do to get the doors open for you guys. And so that's where we're gonna go meet
Nice.
with them and well, hopefully it'll give us the guidance we need to get rolling. And then another doctor that's locally in Kaneishi, who my half brother introduced me to, wants to become like a sole distributor for this thing. So we'll meeting with him tomorrow afternoon,
Yeah.
and take it from there. So we'll have some other material for real talk after that because um, another doctor that I talked to was also referred by the same people also had a thing where he felt like only the wealthy could afford it, which is horrible because um, and he might be right, but here's where it's kind of like his attitude was like, what's the point? Because only the wealthy can afford it. And it's
Right.
like this defeatist attitude, which I thought was really heartbreaking, because healthcare shouldn't be um, based on your bank account, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
exactly. It shouldn't. Yeah. But we'll find a
Right.
way. You'll
Oh,
find a
without a
way.
doubt, without that. Oh, I
Yeah,
will. I
man.
will. I mean, the worst thing to me was that this particular doctor's mentality was, um, I'm not going
Defeated.
to offer it because, yeah, well, I'm not going to offer it because only rich people could afford it. Which I mean,
Mm.
I think rich or poor, at least why would you want to give them the option?
There you go. And if rich
Yeah.
people can afford it, then why not still just even offer it, regardless of anything? Because there's still a
Well, let's
market
be
that
honest.
somebody
I
can pay.
can't speak for the, yeah, and I can't speak for the doctor, but I know myself. If I was faced the option of getting my leg cut off, my arm cut off, or even worse, dying, I'd fucking be selling
Right.
my house, my dog, my fucking whatever I gotta sell to make it make sense, or at least I'd like to be given the option to choose. Right, if there's an option to not cut my leg off, or to worse yet, to not die. You know,
Yeah, exactly. Like it just
yeah,
doesn't make sense. Have the option.
no,
But
exactly.
it's yeah. This is
And I
gonna
mean,
be great, dude.
here's where again we talked about this previously on Real Talk, about war and war spending and all this other fucking nonsense. And here's a country that spends $300 million a year on military spending, never been to a war, but here there people are getting their legs cut off and arms cut off, and some of the money could be going towards saving their limbs and lives. Hello,
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so hoping to meet with some MPs as well to have that discussion as well to see if
that'd
there's some
be
way we can get some funding for it to help save people's lives.
exactly. It's the huge thing. Like if you want your population to at least even, it's not even just saving lives, it's changing people's way of life. Like
No,
those people
for
probably
sure.
haven't been walking for how long, right? So
Yeah,
now you're
yeah.
changing their outcome because now maybe they can rejoin society instead of being like, oh, I'm in pain this whole time, I can't walk. You know what
Well,
I mean? Like it
put it this way.
just
One of our biggest
makes all the sense.
supporters, one of our biggest
Mhm.
supporters right now is, my mom's good friend Stella's daughter who had her leg cut off, right?
Yeah.
Whose leg could have been more than likely saved had we had this product out here sooner, which is the amniotic membrane, which from talking to these doctors, there's nothing like it out here yet.
Yeah. Right. Well, you'll get it, man. You'll get it.
Yeah.
Oh, you just
But
cut out
yeah,
for a second then.
we will. We will.
Nice.
We will. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm surprised that yeah, because it is cloudy here, and that's one thing here too that I'm hoping not a big fan of Elon Musk, but I'm hoping Starlink will start working out here soon. Um,
Oh yeah, that's
for
right.
adding some,
You
yeah,
just
because
got
the
to have
network can be
the
kind of
line of sight or whatever.
choppy sometimes.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
should happen.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Well, my
But
brother,
okay, brother. Well, I gotta get my mom. I gotta
I'm gonna
get my mom's coconut
make.
water over to her.
Yeah, there you go. Get her over this some coconut water.
Yeah,
It's delicious.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah,
but yeah, this has been a fantastic
till next time.
episode of Real Talk. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe. I love you, my man. Enjoy your time
Love you,
there,
brother. Love you,
and
brother.
please give us a call, and then we'll do another remote one. Hopefully in
Um,
that different city or a different community.
Yeah, well, right now it's from my hotel room. I'm hoping next time we'll be on the beach or definitely from a different part of Ghana for sure.
I like that. Just make sure that
All right.
that phone of yours is powered up and and
Yeah, yeah,
has
no
some
shit.
good
And
good
Wi-Fi.
signal. There you
Well,
go.
yeah, I've got a MiFi too, which is like a portable Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But that can be spotty too. So we'll see if I can use a figure out a hotspot tomorrow. But we'll figure it out. Where there's a will, there's a way.
There you go, my man. All right.
All right.
Take care,
All right,
everybody.
brother. You too.
Good man.
Peace.
Cheers.
Peace. All right.
Peace.